Hello everybody, welcome back to Turn of the Century Games. My name is Mike. Today we've got Metal Gear Solid 3 Part 2. Again, we're playing on the Subsistence Special Edition. You are going to load there, right? So, good news. I fixed my slim PlayStation 2, so we are now playing from the actual disc, and hopefully we have no read issues, because I just noticed earlier today that it's got a nice ring around it. Epic foreshadowing. So hopefully no read issues. If we have any issues with it, I'll switch back over to the fatty and we'll play off hard drive again. But for now, we're going to go ahead and deal with doing it this way. Now, because I saved and cut off before the intro could be played, here's the intro in all of its glory. Enjoy it.
Silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time,
Very, very much so a James Bond-esque intro there. Again, Hideo Kojima is very much so a big Hollywood movie buff, so not surprising that he'd do something like that. Anyways, like I said, that was supposed to play after the save point in the last video, and I didn't play through it then because obviously we get some more stuff going on now. So let's go ahead and jump to that. Remember, we just completed our Virtuous Mission and failed to rescue Dr. Sokolov.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment. Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous Mission.
So we're going back in.
So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We still
The
got a chance
situation
to find
has
this one alive.
changed.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban.
That's just what you want in a hospital.
This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB-754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left
just,
with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the
I'm really
help
hoping that my
of
game
your predecessor.
does work, because if I want to replace it, I just looked it up, and the game goes for about, anywhere from $40 to
But my power,
$100, depending where you get it from.
if I am to survive this crisis,
Anyways,
I must
let's get back
have
to
full cooperation.
Khrushchev of the Russian regime.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the
Uh-oh. I may have spoken too soon. Wow, that really sucks.
Tell the suits about visiting hours?
Well,
I'll never get
after
better with
that
them
utterly
assaulting me day and night with their
heartbreaking
questions.
instance where my Slim stopped reading my game because
More
it's
like
got a scratched
interrogation.
disc,
According to them,
we're back
I'm
on the
a traitor
fatty,
and accomplice to
running
the
off of
boss's
hard drive.
defection.
They're just looking
So,
for a
yeah.
scapegoat.
Does
It's
that
great.
mean they're after you too?
Later in the week, I'm going to try to resurface
Let's
it.
just say neither one of us is gonna be made a
There's
national hero.
a way to do that using some really fine grit sandpaper. Like we're talking
No.
like
This fox is still one step ahead of
2,500,
the hounds.
3,000, 5,000 grit sandpaper
It's
and
time
some
for Fox
polishing
to clear its name.
compound.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We still got a chance to
I'll
climb
put a
this
link
one
down in the
alive.
description
What kind of chance?
to
Don't get too excited.
that video. Not my video, but somebody else's video that shows you how to do that. Shows you what the process is going to be. You guys will see that. But yeah, we're going to backtrack just a little bit here in this
This
cutscene.
morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided they were going to execute us?
At least I know this one's going to run with no issues, for the most
Something
part.
even bigger.
Hopefully.
Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB-754,
Boom.
was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon.
Well, that sounds pleasant.
With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
That's a mouthful.
Volgin, of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision.
Don't mind me,
So
just
they
adjusted
were
my mic
mass-produced
stand so it doesn't
and
fall
never been
over.
deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
Boy, it sounds like we're really
Insist that
screwed
this
here.
is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week.
Buzzing
You have
noise
only
coming through
1
this AV
week.
cable.
And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
That was weird.
Nothing means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal, huh?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
Yikes.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Well,
Are the
all
Russians
right.
going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of
Yes,
insiders.
that's it.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
All right. Lucky you didn't hit any tree branches on the way down. Damn. The hell of an entrance.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, It's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate.
Is
Her
it?
frequency
Is it really?
the same as during
I
the
don't think
Virtuous
so.
Mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and Lali Lule Lo.
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
All right, so before I go ahead and continue on here, I do want to go ahead and apply some face paint and some different camo here. Nope, camo's good. Just needed some different face paint. Because we don't know where the bad guys are. Bad guys could be anywhere. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything this way. So let's go this route. Don't think we have to worry about any enemies for a little bit, if I remember things correctly. Okay. Make our way this way. Can I make this a little bigger? Nope. Just trying to see my view, if I can make my viewport a little bit bigger, but I can't. So I'm using OBS as the viewport. There's something down there. There's a snake. Shouldn't need the suppressor right now. Let's just go ahead and take care of it. Alright. Oh, there was another snake back there. Okay, I definitely hear a horse. Oh, look. A green tree python. Now it's food. Alright, my suppressor on. Alright. Proceed onward.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss,
That arm still hurt?
what are you doing here?
Again?
Go home.
Freaking disassembled my gun again? Like, seriously?
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
You know, he really should have seen her a mile away. Wearing white in the middle of the jungle. Not a great idea. Like, you don't camouflage in at all. How did he not see her? I'll never understand.
Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry.
Yeah, no kidding.
The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later, you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
Well, alright. So, yeah, that sucks. Not sure how we don't have a broken hand.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Okay, so at this point, we have to be 100% stealth.
What's this?
All right.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Wow, that dropped my camo like real quick. Okay, back to the Tiger Stripe. Yep, this is going to be a pretty common thing where I'm just going to keep changing camos. Oops. We're crawling, we're crawling, we're crawling. We do not want to be caught here. And of course I get bit by a snake. Pretty sure I'm poisoned. Oh, that's awesome. Yep, venom poisoning. Secure inject serum. Alright, so I need to keep my knife equipped in case I come across any more little friends. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything up ahead of me. Okay. So we've made our way back to this area. This area should look familiar. This is the area where encounter a couple of guards here. Going to go ahead and put on the leaf camo. This caution is going to expire here in a minute.
HQ, please respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. The situation is normal.
Understood. Return to your position.
So there's at least one guard here. Ambushing him is going to be pretty important. Don't want to get seen by him. Okay, so he's just right there. He's hanging out. I should be able to pick him, like, I should be able to put him in a chokehold with the circle button. We're gonna use the creep mode. Now, I don't want to hold circle, like I'm holding circle right now. I don't want to hold it too tightly because then I'll just slit his throat, which I'd rather not do. So I don't think I triggered an alert because he didn't call for it. We'll go ahead and drop him a couple times here to get a couple items out of him. And, well, I don't know about you guys, but I really don't want to deal with him. But I also don't want to kill him, because then that would count towards my death count. So we're just gonna, you know, let gravity take over. And yeah. Later, dude. Okay. That guard is taken care of. And it doesn't count. It doesn't count because, you know, we didn't kill him. No, gravity killed him. So let's continue onward. I don't think there's a guard up here, although there might be. Yeah, definitely sounds like there's a guard. Now, I could be wrong. And we do have a tool that we can use. This is our motion detector. Now, the thing about the motion detector is that it will consume battery. And we also have a sonar here you can use to ping different objects around us. don't feel like that is an enemy at this point. I feel like what we are seeing is probably a... Oh, no, that's definitely a guard. That is definitely an enemy. Yes. Yes, you are. You are most definitely seeing things, dude. Okay. We're gonna wait here for him. Get our knife at the ready. Actually, no, I'd rather not have the knife at the ready. Okay, so it's definitely a guard. Let's go ahead and get a better camo on here. Alright. Crawl slowly towards him.
Speak. While falling, press the action button above branches.
Who's that?
Definitely triggered an alert there. Alright. That didn't quite go as planned. I should have just cut his neck, but whatever. Alright, so we'll get our 2 things off of him. Now, again, I don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want him telling people that, hey, there's an intruder. So, later, dude. Alright, now with that out of the way, let's crawl back down here. Y'all remember this little hidey hole under the bridge. A couple things down here. There's a life medicine, there is a smoke grenade, and then there's also a new camo uniform that we can get. This is the raindrop camo. It'll be helpful for like rainy environments or while we're in water. Okay, made our way back to this area. Now, this is, of course, the factory where we first encountered Sokolov. Now, they claim that there's likely nobody here, and that's very true for the time being. So let's explore things a little bit while we're here. So we'll come up here. There's a box here that gets us our AK-47. Very useful item a little bit later on. Jump off this little doohickey. And we're going to go up here. And then on top of these crates, there's another item, which will be very useful. That is our cardboard box. So you guys can see what we have to do to get some of our items here is we have to go into our backpack. And we actually have to move things around. So I'm probably not going to use the anti-personnel sensor, like ever. I'm also not going to use the cigar anytime soon. Fake death pill, revival pill. The revival pill, I don't think you can ever unequip. The fake death pill, you definitely can. But we'll leave that there for right now. You guys will also notice that everything has a weight assigned to it. So the more weight that you're carrying, the quicker your stamina drops. So we'll equip our cardboard box. And I don't foresee us using our sonar that often. The motion detector maybe, but the sonar definitely not. Okay, and over here in our weapons, we have quite the selection of weapons. But what I'm most interested in at the moment are the stun grenades. Looks like I've got all of it already equipped. The stuff that I'm interested in carrying at the moment. Smoke grenades I might equip. Yeah, I'll equip the smoke grenades. And let's get a different camo uniform on, so we know we need the squares because we're in the little factory area where we found Sokolov first. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to equip the splitter face camo. This does raise our camo index a little bit. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that out here, there's a couple other things we can grab. We got a bug juice. That'll be helpful a little later on. And then back here, we've got our zombie face paint. And I don't think there's anything up this ladder, but let's go ahead and check. Nope, nothing up here. So back down the ladder we'll go. Run back over here. Moving the camera along as we do so. Okay, nothing here. Let's go ahead and recover our stamina real quick. We're gonna eat this green tree python. Oh, and we get a nice little video of Snake eating it. How lovely. Yep, just some raw snake. He likes it. Oh, you know what? We never called that SIGINT guy. Let's give him a call real quick.
Yo, you're Snake, aren't you?
And you're SIGINT?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close.
Huh?
I am the expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Ah.
I'm the guy that designed your trank gun, active sonar, and motion detector. If you want to know anything about weapons or equipment you find in the field, Just send me a message and ask. Later.
See how everybody else is doing.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually.
Huh?
I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so. But seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina. And try not to get yourself hurt. If you're wounded or get bitten by a venomous animal, go into the survival
Already had to do that
immediately
once.
and treat yourself using cure.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Yes, there was talk of that, but the mission won't fail, will it?
Of course not.
Good. I believe in you. But you know what? I really don't care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
So that I could watch over you.
Huh.
Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble, to make sure you and the boss don't kill each other. So that's why I volunteered. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there. You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
Okay. So that pretty much wraps that up. So let's go ahead and meet up with our contact, Adam. I think he's through here. This is where we found Sokolov. I actually don't see him. Ooh, but there's a locker over here that we can open. And look at that. Thermal goggles! Yay! Alright. We got the thermal goggles. But no Adam. Alright, let's go back this way. Oh, cutscene triggered. Alright, cool.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Get down! There is your answer.
It's not much of an answer. I'm not gonna lie. But, hey, whatever.
The name's Eva.
Well, we know where Snake's looking. Yep.
Game!
Ah, Snake is impressed. Oh, he's got a cigar. Imagine that. Took it out of the backpack.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgin is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were?
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
.45, huh?
The Lord's caliber.
Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then?
Yes.
I would
He's
hope
being
so.
forced
That's
to
why we're
continue his
here.
work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Did y'all get that?
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Smart.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition.
Not quite there, Snake.
It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information, nothing more. You look disappointed. All right then, I'll do something special for you. I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down. What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury.
Good to know.
When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Wouldn't have wasted my
Okay.
green tree python then. Do I want to save the game? Of course I want to save the game. And that means that y'all are going to have to come back for part 3 of Metal Gear Solid 3. I want to thank y'all so much for stopping in, checking out the video, checking out the channel. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. Be sure to leave a comment. Let us know what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy, or what you want to see me play next. Also, be sure to follow me on my Facebook page over at Turn of the Century Gaming. I also stream on Twitch at Sons of Ocelot. Till next time, guys, I'm Mike. This is Turn of the Century Games. Hope you all have a good one.